Hi, my name is Sadia Akhter Aurna, and I was born in Bangladesh. I came to USA when I was 17 or 18, 17, I think. Yeah. um, and the capital city I was born in Bangladesh it's called Dhaka. So Dhaka, Dhaka. And Bangladesh is a country in South Asia, basically. It's a tiny, small country with a huge population. So, as I mentioned before, Bangladesh is a very small country. Um, I forgot which state I can compare it to. Like it's like similar to that one of the state of USA. I don't remember exactly, so I don't want to give any wrong information.
That's okay.
But yeah, Bangladesh is a tiny, small country. It has a huge population, and Dhaka is actually one of the uh, most densely populated city around the world. Like it's very popular, it's very dense, basically. So you can imagine how Finlay felt for the first 1 year to me. Like it was like, oh, no people, and everybody was sleeping very early, and it took me time. So Bangladesh got its independence in 1971. So it was a part of Pakistan. So when the Indian subcontinent got divided, it was India and Pakistan had its two sides, so East Pakistan and West Pakistan, and Bangladesh was East Pakistan. So East Pakistan was current Bangladesh. So in 1971, we got independence yeah, after a 9 months long war. So it was a civil war basically for a long 9 months, and many people died. They said 30 million people died. The language, the predominant language that people speak in Bangladesh is Bangla. And, and I think Bengali is the seventh most spoken language around the world. A lot of credit goes to Bangladesh's population, I guess, because there's so many people, right? So yeah, even it's a tiny country. And actually Bangla is also spoken in Kolkata, which is a state of India. It's called West Bengal. Um, in USA, in New York, I have heard there's a lot of Bangladeshis, like a lot of them, immigrant Bangladeshis. They come here and they live the American dream. Um, yeah. Oh, and Bangladesh has a lot of rivers. Bangladesh has so many rivers, and we have the world's one piece largest mangrove forest, like one single block. It's called Sundarban. It has Royal Bengal tigers, and we also have the longest sea beach of the world. But the problem with all of that is, lack of maintaining and everything. So we are losing those resources, and rivers are also there. Lots of things going on. But yeah, but even like it's a very crazy country. Even with so much issues and everything, the country still keeps on surviving with all the pressure of people. And people love rice and fish. It's the main staple. They say what makes a Bengali a Bengali. So Bengali is the ethnicity is rice and fish. So I am studying international studies, and I think we'll be one of the first to graduate with that major from our university. Yeah, which is very exciting. And I really hope that we will continue to grow this department within our university because we have such amazing language department. We have people who have the resources to make this department so, I mean, it's good, even so much better because it's just a starting. And my minor is sustainability development. We have a great ESOH program in our country, environmental safety program in our university. We have a great environmental safety program in our university, and they have recently added sustainability, which is great. And we are taking many initiatives to make our campus more sustainable, and it's just amazing. Even we have specifically hired faculties who have um, expertise in that area. So that is something very good.
That's
Yeah, so I'm
awesome.
very excited about international relations and how international culture and environment So it's a shared interest. I feel like when it comes to nature and environment, beyond borders and beyond nationalities, everything is everybody's. So what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours, because this is nature's. It's Mother Nature's property, basically. It's nobody's property. I mean, border wise it's somebody's, but many NGOs who specifically works for the environmental purposes, right? And these organizations, not just NGO or INGO or even private corporations, they not only need science people, but they also need arts people. They need people who understand both of the sides. You need people for fundraising, you need people for marketing, you need people for so many things. So it's not unusual at all, for people to have that kind of interest, and I have seen many people like that. My passion is I think my passion is to become a better human being so that I can do good for the society, for the art. As I'm growing up, I keep on thinking about, how can I work on myself so that I can be. See, there are so many issues in this world, right? Like, so many issues. We have so many challenges that we go through. There are also so many good things, but if you think about the so many challenges, when I was young, I used to be like, oh, I have to change the world, I have to do all of these things, and there was this such a pressure, and I still feel that pressure, but I also feel that change first comes within yourself. So I really need to work on myself first, and then slowly, at least impacting one person, two-person, 100, a community, slowly bigger and bigger and bigger, and having that dream, that because, like, it's a little serious, but I feel like we're at the end we're all gonna die, and when I die, I just want to have that sense of peace that I did my best of my capability to have a positive impact. And this is very serious, but like, this is how I think nowadays. In anything I want to do, I want to become. Uh, yeah. So for USA, right? I used to go to Education USA, which is um, basically where you get a lot of information about going to USA to study. And I used to see all these people from different countries, because and also people from USA, and it, learning English through those conversations, it just opened a new world for me. And um, like, the American dream is so popular back, like, around the world, living that dream. And for me, what it felt like, that if I can go to USA, I can meet so many people, and I can actually become something who can help many people, not just one, but like, I will have more opportunities to do something for others. For me, that has always been the driving force. For me, it was not about earning a lot of money, or that was not the thing ever. For me, it was more about getting that exposure. Um, yeah. And for UF, I saw this that our specific programs are very interesting, like our environmental safety program, and I was very interested in environment. I'm still is, but I may change that. I switched my major though, during many reasons, but that's one of the things, and also my scholarship. That's one of the very big reason, because yeah, UF has given me a scholarship, that because of which I could come to USA. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible for me to study in USA. So there's this thing called chotpoti. I've met that in international night. I don't know if you remember, and it's basically garbanzo beans boiled. With that, you have like potato and spices mix, and turmeric sauce. It it's so good. It's so good. And one of my favorite things, they sell it in all the streets back in Dhaka. Like, all the streets sell this, and then also Pita is basically, I don't know how you even say it in English. It's like small. It's like I don't know the English name, but it's very good. It's very good. There are many kinds of pita, and I love pita. And fish back in. So I'm a vegetarian, but sometimes I go back to pescatarian. Like the fish part is, I think it's how much, like how delicious the food fish are back in Bangladesh. It's very good. So yeah, and there are many other things. So, but yeah, chotpoti, pitha, I love it. Bhatta. There are many kinds of bhatta. So mashed stuff. So mashed potato, but with a lot of spices. Mashed fish, mashed many things with mustard oil, and it's very good. In USA, what is interesting about USA is that you have so many different kinds of restaurants where you are seeing those countries' people cooking the food.
Yeah.
And that's just very cool. Like I have learned to love sushi. Like I never had sushi before. So yeah, you would say sushi is Japanese, but because I'm here, I got to eat sushi. And mashed potato in USA style, very good. I like it. I love it. And then like fish, how you guys steam it, I like that too. Like the how like in America, the like the Americans here, like how they steam it.
Mm.
It's very cool. And then I like, what else? Like cheese and pasta things, and those are also good.
I
That
mean,
is American culture. Like when I hear people say like, "Oh, America doesn't have its culture," that's not true. America has its own value. It has its own system. This is how this country has come where it is economically, diversity wise, everything. It has its own culture, and it's very strong culture. I hear from many American young kids, they're like, "Oh, we don't have a culture. We have is outsider," and that is not true actually. I think positive part would be many faculties and staff who beyond their capacity or beyond their line to help me or many other students when we were in need, trying to understand. It's a difficult thing trying to understand somebody who's not from your culture, not from your country. And it's but the amount of effort they have given, and I really respect it. Like when I had to cry, when I had to be angry, when I had to share, when I had to be happy, I could share those. And I'm really grateful for that. Even the friends I got from many different countries, and I'm really grateful that I could be here and I have that. Um, and I think negative part would be the same, that there would be people very like I won't like there are people who, and it's not their fault, it's not anybody's fault, it's just how when you don't go beyond your community, you actually don't have an open mind to understand somebody else's somebody who's very different from you, to understand their struggle. It's not, I don't think it's intentional, but sometimes I think that is what really bothered me. Our struggle would have been my first year. I actually didn't had first of all, I didn't have transportation, and Finlay we don't have a lot of um you know and the food was really bothering me because I didn't have a kitchen.
yeah.
Street food, there is no street food. Like 8, 9, 10, every like 7, 8, everything is closed and there is no street food. And I'm like, why? But what's biggest surprising, I think, is negative.
Mm.
the amount of food gets wasted. Like I used to go to Henderson, I used to be like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like if my parents would beat me up, like literally, to be very honest, if I would have wasted this much of food. And that like really shocked me. I was like, right, and it's a privilege, I don't think like I don't think they it's not there so many people are dying. Like there's that amount of food in Bangladesh, people would be begging for that amount of food. Like it's good food that is just getting thrown away. And that was very sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think time, right? And it's a very good thing that America has like it's because it's everything like moves on time, right? Like I come from a country where like if you're 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, it's just like go like in professional setting you should be on time, but like most other things you just like roll how like you're just like casual, like just going. And I think that's a good thing in many ways though, but flexibility is also good, but it has to have a balance. But being, I mean, yeah, I learned a lot from that actually in my 4 years. I don't know, I would just want you to know that I am just like you. um our background might be different, our heritage, our culture, but at the end of the day, I have dreams like you, and I have thoughts like you, and no matter who you are, I will still love you, and I want the same from you. Yeah, we just say hello and hi. There's formal and informal. For formal, it's কেমন আছেন, and informal is কেমন আছো. Yeah, Bengali has a lot of O. There's a lot of O. So আমি ভালো আছি বা মন খারাপ. I'm sad. মন খারাপ. So মন is hard and খারাপ is bad. So ভালো is good, খারাপ is bad. So if I say মন খারাপ means I feel sad. Bye. Word for thank you. It's called ধন্যবাদ. ধন্যবাদ. But we don't use it as much. It's more of very formal response, in like formal letters and stuff, but not in everyday. We say thank you, and I think, yeah, thank you. So we say, oh my go. So it's like, oh my mother. So, oh my go. Ki sundor. Like, how beautiful. Oh my. So, yeah. But we use Allah. So, how you use God? Like, we say Allah. But, and some people use Bhagavan. So, like, or Bah. They're like words like that. খুব ভালো, very good. So ভালো is good, খুব ভালো is very good. But খুব সুন্দর, very beautiful.
Awesome.
একদম ভালো না, not good at all. So না is no, so একদম ভালো না, not at all good. খুব খারাপ, very bad. So খুব খারাপ, very bad.